Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's lunchtime with the Habit Master. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I help people change their bad habits. When you change your habits, you change your life. Today we are going to talk about the number one question I get from all of my clients, whether they're corporate clients or individual clients. Why don't I have any more money? Why don't I have any more money? That's a question I ask myself. Why don't I have any more money? But it really is very simple. And it comes down to two habits. One is clarity. The other one, which is the bad one, because we're talking about good habits and bad habits, it's really all it comes down to, versus the gray zone. When I talk to my clients about this, and we actually start listing different things that give them clarity or that keep them in the gray zone, all of a sudden the switch goes on. They see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And they say, oh my gosh, now I understand what's been holding me up for so long, and then they just explode. If they're a small business owner, their teams become more productive. They have a hand, in the cookie jar, and they want more cookies, right? They're individuals. They realize different things that they have to do during the day. And so let's talk about it. So what is the difference? Let's go into the gray zone first. So why don't I earn any more money? The first reason is, if you're in the gray zone, is you don't have any goals. Or maybe you do have goals, but you don't revisit them. You don't look at them. I look at my goals every single day. And I didn't bring my planner with me. It's on my desk. But I write down my goals every single day. And with it, I have a to-do list. What the to-do list does is it focuses your attention on, where am I headed today? What activities am I going to spend time on, time, energy, money, in doing today? What that does is it puts the blinders on, right? And it focuses your attention on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. That's your goal. Most people, when they're in the gray zone, they're just kind of aimlessly living their life. They're getting the same results all the time. If they earn $60,000, they always earn $60,000 a year because they're doing the same things all the time. If you want to change something up, you got to change what you're looking at. You got to change how you're looking at it. You got to change activities in your life. You got to make a goal. And to do that, you got to do your to-do list. If you want to copy, to learn how to increase your money, you got to change your habits. And in order to do that, you got to learn the formula. Go to the habitformulabook.com. I tell you exactly how to set goals, how to make your to-do list, and what to do in the meantime, what to do if you hit an obstacle, what to do if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know the how of it. Okay? So go to the habitformulabook.com, grab a free copy. The second thing, if you're in the gray zone, is you can't make a decision. Or you put it off. You procrastinate. God, I don't know what I want to do. Boy, should I buy this product or should I buy that product? Oh, man, I don't know. Should I be calling this customer or not calling this customer? You should know what you should be doing. You got to make decisions, and you got to make them quick. If you're going to earn more money, you got to be on top of it. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't be a flake. You say you're going to do something, you got to do it. If you're going to be at a certain spot, a certain place, at a certain time, you got to be there and you got to be early. Got to be ready. Got to have a purpose. Are you there to network with people? Are you there to sell somebody something? Are you there to solve somebody's problem? Are you there to help somebody? What is your purpose for being there? You need to decide. Why are you even going in the first place? You have to have a purpose. You have to make a decision. If you're in the gray zone, you usually don't decide stuff. And that's why you don't earn any more money, because you're not focused on it. You're not deciding or demanding that you should be doing anything different, right? Number 3, if you're in the gray zone, what do? You waste your resources. And by that, I mean money, time, and energy. You waste them on stupid shit. You waste them. Okay? You're watching Netflix. What did you do during the COVID shutdown? I can tell you what a lot of people did. They played video games. They watched Tiger King. Supposedly that's a great waste of time. They did a lot of stupid shit that is the reason why they didn't earn any money during that time. Whether you were working from home or not, you should have been focusing on your attention, your resources on, hey, maybe I am working from home. What else can I do? Maybe I can increase the amount of calls I make. Maybe I can, branch out into something new. I didn't waste my time. I put all of my digital products online. You can check them out at thehabitmaster.com. Grab yourself a copy of something. I worked on networking. I increased my YouTube subscribers to a few hundred. Before it was like myself. Increased my network on LinkedIn. Started talking with people. I have 3 webinars coming up with people that are joint collaborations where I can talk to their group of people, they can talk to my group of people. We're collaborating, right? At some point, somebody's going to do some business with each other. That's what I did. I was focused on my goals. If you're focused on your money, join myself and my good friend Paul Frey on Friday, this Friday, June 12th at noon. I put the link in the description above with the password, because with Zoom you got to have passwords now because people will be bombing it. Join us for the 10 ways to build good investing habits. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about money for an hour or two. It's going to be awesome. So it's free. Click on the link above. Okay? They waste resources. If you're in the gray zone, you're wasting your resources. Time, energy, money. You want to make more money? You got to spend money on skill sets, on changing your thinking, on maybe getting yourself into a different environment or a different job. How do you do that? You need to spend your resources wisely and to have them focused on earning more money, changing your environment. The 4th thing, you have no plan B. People usually don't earn any more money and kind of plateau in their finances when they don't have other ways of working around obstacles. Something hits them and they're like, oh, okay, I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm in my comfort zone, right? They don't say, well, okay, maybe I do have to move to a different city to get that better job so I can earn more money, right? They say, oh, Bob, he's just better at sales than I am. He always gets the good clients, and I get the B and C clients, and he gets the A's all the time. Well, what kind of attitude is that? If you spent your resources, your time, your energy, and your money on learning how to sell better, how to follow up, how to meet objections, If you learn a better process of doing things, maybe you'd be even better than Bob and earn more money and smoke them, right? But you don't have a plan B if you're in the gray zone. You have no clarity, and you always allow things to keep you in your comfort zone. Oh, I'm afraid I can't go talk. I can't speak live on Facebook. Oh, I couldn't do that. I was coaching some a real estate group up in Portland, and I asked them, well, what kind of social media presence do you have? And they're like, not much. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to be selling houses and buying houses, people don't know you. They don't know that you're a realtor. And they had all these lofty goals. I said, this is free advertising. It's an easy way for people to know you, to like you, and then they'll buy from you, or they'll use you as their agent, right? And it's like, freaking crazy. Like, why wouldn't you use social media? Well, I just can't do it. I hate speaking in front of people. I'm like, you're speaking in front of your camera. How hard is it? You look in the little dot right there and you just start talking about whatever it is that you're going to talk about. If you're showcasing a house, talk about it. I said there's a million things that people don't know about selling their house, how to get it ready for a sale. What price should you list it at? What realtor should you hire? If you're going to buy a home, what area should I be looking at? Should taxes have anything to do with it? What do I get for my money? What type of house shouldn't I buy? If I don't want to rehab it, then it needs to be a turnkey house, that kind of thing. I'm like, there's a million types of videos. And they said you really only have to take maybe the top 10 or 15 topics, and you talk about it all the time, because you never know when somebody wants to buy or sell a house and when they're going to be looking for you. Okay? It's always the time thing. It's never the right time. I'm not interested. They're not interested because it's not the right time yet. They're not looking at purchasing or selling a house yet. But if you don't put yourself out there, I'm like, it's flipping free. I do, this stuff all the time for free. But it gets me known and it gets me clients, right? So if you guys have anybody, who do you know that needs my products or services, right? Go to thehabitmaster.com. If you are an individual and want help earning more money, learning different habits, really knowing how to set a goal, the backward rule totally goes into that. How to be recession proof, how to be more efficient at work. I have all of these types of products in that store. If you're a small business owner, you and I can hook up and I can show you how to be more efficient and more productive in less time and actually hit those goals. Why? Because I have many, many plans. It's not just plan B. I got it all, baby. If something doesn't work, we got another idea. Something's going to stick. And then you just wash and repeat, right? So if you're in the gray zone, the fifth thing is you don't complete anything. I'll just say tasks. We talked about this the other day, about not completing tasks. You have a shiny object syndrome where you want to jump into the next project. You got to finish what you started before you can move on to the next thing. So if you are increasing your skill set in whatever, let's say sales, okay, you need to be really good at the greeting, okay, before you can move on to fact finding. Because if you're not good at the greeting, people are going to just walk past you. If you're not good at fact finding and you want to just go right into the presentation, then how are you going to know how to close that customer if you don't even know what their pain points are? If you don't know what they're interested in? Are you on the right product? Can you even help them? There's certain ways to do things. And you need to be able to complete one step before you move to the next step. That's why you're not making any more money. You got to actually complete things. Okay? So let's get away from the gray zone, because the gray zone sucks. The gray zone is the reason why you ain't got no money. Excuse me. That's why you're broke. That's why you've been earning the same amount of money for the past 10 years. Okay? Let's get rid of the gray zone. Now we're going to go into the clarity zone. That's what I call it. Ah, the clarity zone. The light at the end of the tunnel. Ah, right? What is the difference? One is they do have a goal. They have the end goal in mind. And not only do they have it in mind, they wrote it down and they revisit it every single day. Okay? If you go to the habitmaster.com store, I have a habits rule planner. And in it, there is accountability. At the end of the day, did you accomplish the 3 tasks towards that goal that you wrote down? Both personal and professional. I go into it, and it's only 1 page. But that book alone has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars just in the past couple of years, because it takes the principles from the habit formula and it just puts it into a nice, concise. I don't have to reread that book all the time or think about what I wrote. I have a 1-pager, and it is the most powerful 1-pager thing that you can ever look at, right? It keeps me on target. I have an end goal. I write it down every day and I revisit it, and I make sure that all of my resources go towards that goal. Number 2, you got to be quick in your decisions. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I need more information. You know, how many times are you trying to sell somebody on something and they're, oh, I have to ask my husband. Oh, I'm not sure. Is that really what I want? You know, yeah, it is. Why are you even bothering me? Why did you come in here today if it wasn't something that you were interested in? You got to make quick decisions, because you have to be able to make the decision and then live by it. It could be the wrong decision. Who flipping cares? If you have the wrong decision or the right decision, you're going to know pretty quick. But I would rather fail quicker than to take my good old time and it's still the wrong decision and I've wasted all of this time. Then I can't make another decision quickly to try to get myself back on track, you see? So if you make quick decisions, that's fine. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do your due diligence. That doesn't mean that you don't, do your fact finding and make sure that that is a good decision. But you can need to just, cut the strings. Don't be doubtful of yourself and just go for it. Because everybody makes mistakes. That's okay. Get over it. And the quicker you do it, the quicker you can actually make good decisions, and the more money you're going to earn. We are only around this earth for so long, so we got to make sure that we move as quick as we can. Number 3, to get clarity, you got to allocate your resources. Where are you spending your time, your energy, and your money? If you want to earn more money, and that's your goal, then you better allocate your resources towards earning more money. You spend your money wisely. Don't buy junk. You spend it on yourself, developing your skill set, developing your mind or athletic prowess or your health, so that you can do a better job, so that you can go out into the marketplace and earn more money. You spend your money also in investments that will make you more money. I invest in real estate. I have a whole life policy that not only protects my family and myself if something happens to me. Well, it doesn't protect me, it protects them. But also, as I get older, I can then dip into that fund and use it for my retirement. Real estate, all it does is grow. And I get a little drip from it every month. If you're interested in doing something like that, comment below and I'll get back to you on information that can help you earn more money too. So you got to allocate your resources. Number 4 way for clarity is you got to think out of the box. Remember the gray zone person? There's no plan B. Well, guess what? You better be creative. You got to be clear on what the end goal is. And if you got to do this to get to that end goal, then guess what? You got to do this. You got to be creative. You got to think out of the box. If you hit an obstacle, you may need some help getting around it. That's where a mastermind comes into play. Some type of social group comes into play. You may have to hire a consultant or a guru who's been in that same situation that knows how to get around it. And that's, again, where you need to allocate your resources. Sometimes it's better and easier and faster to hire somebody, hire a consultant that has experience in whatever problem you are facing, personally or professionally. It's faster, easier, and cheaper usually than if you were trying to do it yourself. I myself, I don't even think about it anymore. If I have a problem, I look to see if there's an online class for it. I drop some cash and some time into learning it, or I hire somebody. Teach me what you know. And I just follow it. I implement it, and that's how I've become successful. It's the easiest, cheapest, and fastest way to do it. That's how I earn more money. I have people tell me what to do. I think out of the box and I try different things until something sticks, and then I wash and repeat. Okay? The last thing that will help you with clarity is you do have to complete a task, so don't move on. You got to stay focused. So if you have one goal and you say, oh, we're not hitting it, so I'm going to lower it. Well, no, you don't want to do that. Focus on that goal. If it takes you a little bit more time and energy and money to hit that goal, then guess what? It takes more time, energy, and money to hit that goal. Don't lower the target, right? But don't move on to something different, the shiny new object syndrome, until you've completed it. Don't move on until you know that you have mastered whatever step you are taking right now. You got to master it before you can move on. So the reason why you and I don't have any more money is because we lose focus. We're either in the gray zone or we have clarity. We're focused. We have our attention on our money. Okay? So let's go through the list. If you're in the gray zone, there's no goals. You don't do a to-do list. You're not focused on what you're doing for the day. You're kind of aimlessly walking about. Number two, you can't make a decision on anything. So you're stuck. You're stuck in your comfort zone. You're stuck in the same place. You're never going to advance. Nothing. You're in that gray zone. That's why you don't earn any more money. Number three, you waste your resources. You spend time, money, and energy on stupid stuff that has nothing to do with your goals. You want more money? You got to spend your resources that way. Number four, there's no plan B. You let any small little obstacle, you're shoving food in your mouth and, you're not going to lose weight that way. You lose your focus. Spending money. Oh, I got to have that new pair of shoes, right? Is that going to help you get a job because you need a nice pair of shoes so that you can interview? Or do you need a nice new pair of shoes just because you want a nice new pair of shoes? Well, you could use that money to get out of debt. You could use that money to invest in something, save it and invest it. You could use it to spend on a course that can improve your skill set or your mindset. No plan B, right? You waste your resources. No plan B. And the fifth thing is you don't complete the task. You're always on all over the place. You got to focus on one area, complete it, and then go to the next area because most things are in cycles. And they build upon themselves. Your experience will build upon itself. So make sure you get out of this stupid gray zone. To do that, you got to have clarity. You got to be focused on what it is you want to do, which is earn more money. I want some more money, man. Number one, you do have an end goal. And you write it down and revisit it every single day. Number two, you make decisions quick because you know that time is money. So if you fail faster you can then do something different to try to make more money faster. It's great to fail quickly. Number 3, you allocate your resources towards whatever it is you need to do to earn more money. Is it a skill set? Is it a consultant? Or is it new employees? Is it training for the employees? Whatever it is, you know that you need to allocate your resources towards the goal. Where's my money? Number 4, you think out of the box. You got to be creative because obstacles will come. Things will happen. You know, we had a shutdown for 2 months. Things happen. How are you going to rebound from that? You got to be planning these things. Last week, I was 98% away from my goal. It took me 6 weeks past the shutdown to get back up to speed. But we're ready to rock and roll. I have a new employee, and she's going to rock it. And we're actually going to, my whole goal this year is to be better than last year. And that's with 2 months being shut down. And I think we're going to get there because I've got some employees that are just ready to rock and roll, right? Number 5, the last one. You can't move on to the next step until you've mastered this step that you're on. Okay? If you've hired a consultant to come in, make sure that you go through everything and implement everything before you move on to the next issue in your business, because you really haven't solved that issue. And you're not going to produce any more money. You're not going to earn any more money. Nobody will, unless you finish what it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay? So that's it for me. Make sure if you want to learn the 10 ways to have good investing habits, on Friday, this Friday, June 12th at noon Eastern, my friend Paul Frey and I are going to have a webinar. I posted the link up above in the description. Make sure that you click on that and join us. The password's there too. We're going to talk about money habits, baby. How to invest, how to save money, make more money. Talk a little bit about this stuff, but it's going to be awesome. And, join us for free. Okay? Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. I'm getting all kinds of good subscribers. You should subscribe so in case you miss an episode here that, you can go on anytime you want when you're bored and actually learn something. Learn how to create good habits. That's what we're all about. Different ways of creating good habits. And what are good habits? And what habits should I be making if I want to earn more money? Well, here's 5 of them. You want to gain clarity is the main gist, and these are ways that you can do that. Okay? If you want to if you're a podcaster and you like to listen to podcasts, go to Spotify or iTunes and look for the Lunchtime with the Habit Master episodes so you don't miss any. If you want a copy of my free book, go ahead. It's called The Habit Formula. Go to thehabitformulabook.com. I got all kinds of stuff. You want a product, you want to learn how to set a goal, be recession proof, anything. Learn good habits, go to thehabitmaster.com. Grab a copy of something. So that's it for me. I'm going to go make some money right now, okay? Thanks for watching, and let's build good habits together.
Success, wealth, love, fitness. We all want it, but most of us don't know how to get it, or we're in our comfort zone and don't want to bother. Wake up! Snap out of it! Why are you settling? Why are you living the way you are? Remember when you were a kid and fantasized about being rich? About being a writer or playing the piano? What happened to those wishes? Real life, that's what happened. This is the only life we have as we know. Live it the way you want. Go to thehabitformula.com and learn how to regain the life you've always wanted. Go to thehabitformula.com right now.